All right, I got a video here of, you know, teaching separation and thinking that you can expand your range of motion. And so I'm just going to kind of run through some big league hitters and kind of this drill right here on why this is very unproductive. So you have the first part of the swing, and let's go to Mookie Betts. And the very first part of the swing is linear. Your body has to be moving forward, and it has to get into a position to create rotational power. So he's getting his back leg in a position to create leverage, and then he's using his front hip to spin around. So, when I look at positions like this, I don't, when if you look at the bottom, at no point will your hand still be back and your hip, or your femur be, completely vertical. It's not going to happen. That's way too far ahead and your trunk is too far behind. And so what's going to happen is you're going to end up dragging your hands forward in a line. It's going to be more linear than it will be rotational. So let's look at a couple more of these little movement patterns here, and I'm going to show you a big league hitter that what happens when you get too far ahead. So like this move right here, that's not something you'll see in a big leaguer. Here I'm going to show you the same position that leg's going to be in, but look where his elbow is and look how he's pulling himself to the slot. He's completely in a different position than the one he's in right now. And he also created leverage first. And if you watch his knee at the very bottom, it's just spinning. It's not even creating leverage. That bone, the femur on the back leg, it never actually gets length to it. It just stays vertical. And he just kind of spins on it, which would be a bad pattern to try to practice. It doesn't make any sense. So let's go to a big league hitter. We got Ian Happ. It's a curveball, and he's way out in front with his lower half. And so I'm going to show you kind of the byproduct of what happens from the side view. And this is kind of important for everybody to understand. So here is, let's look at his back forearm bone. And if you can kind of pay attention to that back forearm bone, at no point does it roll. He's actually pulling his hands linear. He's trying to pull them. So if you look at it from these two frames, he's just pulling, right? And his lower half is so far ahead, he's dragging his upper body. And so the byproduct of that is his legs get stuck, or they get finished, right? So his front leg it kind of locks out right there, and he's late now. So now his adjustments have to be made by, throwing the bat. I mean, that's the only shot he had. It was a breaking ball that he was early with, but notice how ahead his legs are. His lower half is so far ahead that he's not connected anymore. And so that back arm can't roll. So if you kind of look at it, well, just pay attention to that back forearm, and you can see it just moving forward in frame, right? And so let's look at Mookie Betts. Let's get a little closer, and we'll kind of see how he starts to rotate around rotationally. So he created the linear plane that he needs to work on to create leverage, and then now he's completely rotational with his hands and everything, and he's connected. So we'll do another one. So it's the same thing. You can see frame by frame, it's a turn of the forearm bone. You can see how just follow the knob. The easiest way to do is just follow the knob, how it just rolls naturally as he's going. And that's important. And if you look at Happ's knob, it's not twisting naturally. It's getting pulled. So this, from here to here, it got pulled in a line. And that's where you run into some problems. So, that's when you start to think, well, how does the knob play a part in the swing? Well, That's the question of the day for me. That's where their hands come in handy. And then here's Trout. He rolls, but he's got that unorthodox kind of wants to lower everything in. So he's rolling, but he's kind of dumping upside down, or more of it being, vertical. And, he gets to pitch the thighs this way. But he's also rolling. Seager, he's also rolling. It's a roll of the forearm, making that happen. So, Ian Happ doesn't do this all the time. This is just kind of a breaking ball he got fooled on, but just something to think about when you start talking about all this separation drills and all these things. There's a lot of things that can come from doing too much, trying to get range of motion. You're not going to create the reflex in your swing to keep everything connected when you're training yourself to try to overdo the separation part of it. Sometimes it can be too much, and I would say there's definitely a Goldilocks zone for creating the max amount of separation to get the most out of the reflex, and it's all about timing. So this is Ian Happ's obviously way too far out in front, and that's the end of it. Once you've separated that, and you're no longer connected with your upper body, you're going to be dragging everything. So something to think about.